Welcome to the Remote Accountants and Traders channel. I'm your host, Vince, and today we're going to be talking about Costco again. Yesterday, I posted a video about Costco and the potential for a put in Costco. And before we get to that, I want you guys to pause the screen here, read this disclaimer. It talks about how investments are inherently risky. I am not an expert, so just want to make sure you guys are clear about that on this disclaimer. And I just have these videos for educational purposes only. But let's get right into it here. Let's look at Costco for today. Today, by the way, is Tuesday, December 6th. Right now, it's after the regular market today here at 2:57. I'm here at Pacific Standard Time. And so you'll see over here that today's stock price actually went down a little bit. We have the stock price here at 481, and Costco has gone down about $7.50 over here today. And so this is interesting because we talked about this yesterday when we were looking at the chart over here. We saw that Costco had already taken a large dip for the last week or so. On Wednesday, November 30th, almost about a full week ago here, it was trading at 539. And then the day after that, they had some news that came out about sluggish sales, and Costco took a hit in its stock price and it went down to 503. And then it continued to have its further slide down to 494, 488, and now we're at 481. Now, of course, we never know what the future will hold, of course. And so we were talking about this, about what Costco could have for its earnings and where it could potentially go, and whether or not that could be a good hypothetical investment for somebody to own. And so I just like to kind of do this analysis, especially sticking with one particular asset, because when you try to combine too many together, sometimes it gets a little bit mixed up. So I like to try to stay on one, at least for the purposes of these videos. And so here you'll see that Costco has a potential to bounce back up if you look at historical amounts that you see over there. Now, of course, if you expand that time horizon, we were in the 1 month time horizon. If you extend that out 6 months, you see that there were certain days that did go down to 454. And in fact, there's one back over here that was 446. Now, we talked about this in the video yesterday, that is a potential for that could be at that level or even lower. And so one of the things that I like to consider when placing a put, and a put basically is an option contract that says that I can sell a put that says at a certain strike price, meaning where the stock price is at, I'm willing to, if at expiration of that option contract, I'm willing to buy that particular stock at that stock price if it reaches that level. And so I showed several examples yesterday of that. So if you want to see that video, you can click on yesterday's video. But in any instance, you can see that there were many, in a weekly time frame, there were many different options to pick. And so you could find a stock price that's at 475. 470, 465, or even lower than that. And so what's neat about that is you get to collect the premium on that. And so I do encourage you to see yesterday's video so you can kind of see what that was about. But in any case, you see that today, as we showed before, that it did go down again. And let's pull that up once more, that it went down $7.50. And so Costco does have an earnings call that's coming up over here. Costco does have one that's scheduled December 8th. And I went ahead and Googled this so we can kind of see on that. We can see that it is expected. Actually, it doesn't show it on here. I think I might have done my research over here. In any case, it is after market hours on December 8th. So once again, today is Tuesday, December 6th. So we've got not tomorrow, but the next day after that. That'll be on a Thursday. After market on Thursday, Costco will have its earnings, and we'll see where it goes from there. But it's really interesting, when you have a put, particularly if you let it expire, you're going to end up owning that stock. You have to kind of consider, do you want to own that stock in the first place? And so one of the things I like about option contracts is that if you are going to buy stock anyway in a particular company, whether it be Apple or be Google or Costco or Amazon, whatever it may be, sometimes it's worth a consideration. Would you like to own that stock? Do you like that company? And one of my analysis that I like to do is thinking like, is it a stable company? Is it a company that is well branded? Is it a company that I like to shop at, or do I know what they do? And so I like stocks where I can kind of basically understand them. So Costco just really, in my mind, one of those stocks where I like it, I shop there, I understand what they do. So it's a stock that even if I were put the shares at a certain price level that's below 480, 481 as it currently stands, that I'd still like to own that stock. So we'll see what happens during the earnings call on there. Again, on Wednesday, November 30th, Costco did have the news report showing sluggish sales. The earnings report could very well mirror that and show having an outlook that's pretty slow, and therefore the stock takes more of a dip. But if that's the case, then, it could be something that if you have a put, you get put those shares. And so that is one of the things that puts due. And so you had to make sure that you are satisfied, you're happy with owning that particular stock. If at expiration, that's what you manage. And so in any case, I think that we'll keep an eye on Costco in the days ahead. I'll try to post a couple more videos on that. And I kind of like doing that. I like having a couple videos that are out there that don't just jump around, that stay in one particular area and try to follow that through. So we'll follow Costco stock all the way through its earnings report and see what it does. It could very well go down much further if Costco has an earnings report that's really off the mark. It could go down to 450 or maybe even down to 400. I mean, that would be a huge jump. Again, going back to that chart again, if you go back the last 6 months, you really won't see Costco diving down again below the 446. Doesn't mean it can't do that. It just means that in the 6 months time range, that'd be a very rare thing to do. Now, here's a classic scenario where you do see it going down quite significantly, and that was Friday, May 20th. We see trading there at 416. But in that's a full year time frame. We're taking year to date. So we're at December now. We're going back many months to even find that low price range on there. It certainly can happen, but it's one of those things when you're looking at something and understanding the company and knowing that the company has done fairly well during the recession time, by the way. A lot of people have been shopping at Costco for great deals and for other things over there. I just go there myself. I'm not a spokesperson for Costco, nor do I have any affiliate links. I want to put that out there. I'm not trying to sell for Costco. But in any case, it's just one of those companies that just happens to do well because they always have low prices, as low as they can possibly go, typically speaking. So we'll see. Again, we'll keep keep a look on this. I'll do more videos on Costco, and we'll see where it goes. And we'll it'll be kind of a great educational exploration of this trade research on this particular stock. Guys, I hope you're doing well, and take care. I'll see you in the next video.